This is Christ is Risen. I'm going to teach it to you in the key of C. Make sure to stop the video and you can click on the description of the video below. And I do have the chord sheet that you can print out and follow along with me. So this is a really simple way to play this. It only has 4 chords. So let's go through those. C, F, G, and then we have an A minor. Okay. So a C chord is found by these 2 black notes here. C, E, G makes up a C major chord. Okay. If we jot down here to the group of 3 black notes, you're going to find an F note here. Line up your 5 fingers there and play 1, 3, 5, and you have an F major chord. Okay. Then you move up 1 set of notes and you're in the G position. G, B, D. Okay. Move up another set of notes, kind of freeze that hand. A, C, E makes up our A minor. Okay, so review, we just have C, F, G, and A minor. All right, so left hand is going to be playing just single notes, just to keep this simple. Like I said, this is a really simplified way to play this song. So when we're going to play a chord up here, let's just play a single C note down here. Okay, C to C, F to F, G to G, and A to A minor. Okay, so let's take a look at verse 1. Sorry, I should talk about the rhythm. So we are going to do a rhythm I call together, right, together, right, together, right, together, right. It's called 1-to-2 ratio, and it fits really beautifully with songs that are written in 4/4 time. So you're going to sound like this. Together, right, together, right. You could practice that on the F position. Just get that nice marching rhythm in your hand. Practice that over and over, okay? All right, so I'm going to sing through verse 1 so you can see how we do the vocals added in, okay? Let no one caught in sin remain inside the light of inward shame, but fix our eyes upon the cross and run to Him who showed great love and bled for us, and freely you've bled for us. So that's how verse 1, 2 go. They are the same thing. So notice patterns in your music, because that's going to help you kind of simplify the overwhelm when you're thinking, oh my word, this has so many chords in it. No, it doesn't. It's only 4 chords, and they just kind of, things become cyclical, you know, just like patterns in poems. There's a lot of patterns in music as well. Okay, so that 1-to-2 ratio just kind of holds out, you know, for that whole line, since you don't have any other chord besides that C. Let no one caught in sin remain. Okay, and you move to the F chord. Inside the light of inward shame. Move to the C. But fix our eyes upon the cross and F chord. Run to Him who, A minor, showed great G love. Okay, and then these other ones, they kind of C, F, G, C, F, G. They kind of, sometimes you could just block chord them, and bled for us, especially if you're playing with a band or somebody else kind of filling in some other rhythm to that. Freely you've bled for us. Then you can kind of pick it up to the chorus. Okay, so let's take a look at that chorus. Notice patterns. The first and the third line are the same, just C chord, okay? And then the second and fourth line are F, A minor, G. Okay, and I think you're going to notice that in the bridge, well, for the most part, yes, for the most part, bridge is just C, F, A minor, G, every line the same, the entire bridge, okay? So not a whole lot of complicated things to this song. Okay, so Christ is risen from the dead, trampling over death by death, come F chord, wake, come awake, come and A minor, rise up from the G grave, Christ is C, firm then for verse 2, like I said, you can go back to the beginning if you need a little help with that verse 1. It's going to be the same thing. The bridge, like I said, C, F, A minor, and G. Repeat. C, F, A minor, and G. So if you want to, you could just do your right hand by itself. Remove the left hand if it's ever too complicated to bring the two hands together. But just go through that pattern so that your hands kind of, eventually you should be able to do it with your eyes closed, where your hands just memorize the distance between each of the chords, and that'll help free you up eventually when you start building in with any of our product, any of our courses or future things that you want to add in that you hear in your music. If you start memorizing that distance, then eventually your eyes can be more free to kind of experience some other things musically. All right, so the bridge sounds like this. Oh, death, where is your sting? And you could kind of block chord through that. You don't have to do that 1-to-2 ratio rhythm. No, hell, where is your victory? Oh, church, come stand in the light. The glory of God has defeated the night. And then you can kind of build that anticipation. Maybe you start out with that block chord. And then eventually kind of build in that da, 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 da rhythm. Okay? All right, I'm going to play this song beginning to end. Like I said, go back to the beginning. Notice your patterns in music. Remove your left hand altogether if that's too complicated. You can do it. Let's do it.
Let no one caught in sin remain inside the lie of inward shame, but fix our eyes upon the cross and run to Him who showed great love and bled for still